The great car race in the small town of Riverville. Cars were a big deal. Everyone loved cars, and the biggest event of the year was the great car race. It was a race where people from all over the town came to watch the fastest and coolest cars compete. The winner would get a big trophy and be the hero of Riverville. Jake was a young boy who loved cars more than anything. He had a small red toy car that he played with every day. His dream was to drive in the great car race when he grew up. Jake's father, Mr. Thompson, was a mechanic. He had a garage where he fixed cars, and Jake loved to help him. One sunny morning, Jake was in the garage, helping his dad. "Dad, do you think I could drive in the great car race one day?" Jake asked. Mr. Thompson smiled. "Of course, Jake. But first, you need to learn a lot about cars. How about we start by building our own race car?" Jake's eyes lit up with excitement. "Really? We can build our own car?" "Absolutely," Mr. Thompson said. "We'll need to find some parts and put them together. It will take time and hard work, but I know we can do it." Every day after school, Jake and his dad worked on the car. They found old parts from other cars and put them together piece by piece. Jake learned about engines, tires, and how to make the car go faster. It was a lot of fun, and he loved spending time with his dad. After months of hard work, the car was finally ready. It was a shiny red car with a powerful engine and sleek design. Jake and his dad were very proud of their creation. They named it the Red Racer. The day of the great car race finally arrived. The town was buzzing with excitement. People were setting up chairs and bringing snacks to watch the race. The other racers were preparing their cars, making sure everything was perfect. Jake and his dad brought the Red Racer to the starting line. Jake felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. He had never raced in front of so many people before. "You can do it, Jake," his dad said, giving him a reassuring pat on the back. "Just remember everything we've practiced." The announcer called for the racers to get ready. Jake got into the driver's seat, put on his helmet, and took a deep breath. He looked over and saw his friends and family cheering for him. He smiled and waved. "On your marks, get set, go," the announcer shouted. The cars zoomed off the starting line. Jake gripped the steering wheel and focused on the road ahead. The Red Racer roared to life, speeding down the track. Jake felt the wind in his face and the thrill of the race. The track had many twists and turns, and Jake had to be careful not to crash. He remembered his dad's advice and stayed calm. He used all the skills he had learned to navigate the course. The other cars were fast, but the Red Racer was faster. As they neared the final stretch, Jake saw that he was neck and neck with another racer, a boy named Max who had a blue car. Max was known for being the best racer in town, and Jake knew this was his toughest challenge. With the finish line in sight, Jake gave it everything he had. He pressed down on the accelerator and the Red Racer surged forward. Max tried to keep up, but Jake's car was just a bit faster. With a final burst of speed, Jake crossed the finish line first. The crowd erupted in cheers. Jake couldn't believe it. He had won the great car race. He got out of the car, and his dad lifted him onto his shoulders. "You did it, Jake. I'm so proud of you." Jake was awarded the big trophy, and the mayor of Riverville congratulated him. "You are a true champion, Jake. You showed skill, courage, and determination." Jake smiled from ear to ear. He thanked everyone and held up the trophy for all to see. It was the happiest moment of his life. From that day on, Jake continued to work with his dad in the garage. They built more cars and even helped other kids learn about racing. Jake became a hero in Riverville, not just for winning the race but for showing that with hard work and dedication, dreams can come true. Every year, the great car race brought the town together, and Jake always remembered his first race and the joy it brought him. He knew that the spirit of racing was about more than just winning, it was about friendship, family, and the thrill of the ride. And so, the story of Jake and the Red Racer became a legend in Riverville, inspiring young and old alike to follow their dreams and enjoy the journey. The great car race continued to be the highlight of the year, celebrating the love of cars and the joy of racing.